Hi guys, welcome back to another awesome episode of Two Wacky Pundits, Dr. D and Dr. A.
Howdy.
So, today we're going to talk about a movie.
The iconic movie.
Now, so let's give it a little bit of anticipation. So this came out, I think in 1990,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken, by a blockbuster actor,
Yes.
okay, Michael Douglas. But the movie did not make that much of racket in Hollywood, like in the box office.
Alright.
But again, it has a cult status
Yes.
among people like us.
Rightfully so.
At least among us too.
Right.
It is
By the
definitely-
disaffected. By the
It
disaffected.
is definitely up there with Pulp Fiction and all the others. So we're talking about Falling Down here, okay?
Ta-da.
That is the movie. So basically, it's about a guy who.
If you're not smiling right now, there's something wrong with you.
Or you just haven't lived life in 1990.
Or you just haven't watched the movie.
I haven't watched the movie. That's why.
You
That's why.
need-
That's
you
why we're
need-
doing this.
You need to
Awareness.
watch it.
Awareness.
You need to watch it.
It's still totally valid now. So now we're talking 30 years later, 31 years later actually. And for me, it's just beautiful. It's one of those movies that I watch and watch and watch and never get tired.
I used to cheer when I watched it.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's like, oh my God, Falling Down's on TV. Like, that's
I'll
it.
watch it again.
No more appointments. Yeah, I have to roll it too, as well. So basically about this guy who works as a
Defense
either an
contractor.
accountant.
Defense
He
contractor.
works as an employee in a defense contractor building missiles for the US Army and whatever. And so he's divorced, and apparently on this particular day, it's a hot summer day,
Yes.
and the movie starts with him stuck in traffic under a tunnel,
Yes.
Under a bridge?
Under a bridge.
and everybody's stuck in traffic, no air conditioning,
Everybody's mad.
pissed off. It's like driving here on the road,
Everybody is
basically.
sizzling with anger.
Yeah, it's
With
driving.
repressed anger.
It's driving here on the road
Yes.
on a normal basis in summer.
Especially.
So totally valid.
Totally.
But this guy,
at one point,
he just fucking
flips out.
totally. So first scene, he's in the traffic. All of a sudden, he gets out of the car and starts fucking walking home.
And somebody
And then
asks
one guy
him,
told him like, "Hey, where do you think you're going?"
and the other guy goes, home,
To my family.
home, to my family. That's
That's
all.
it. And he left the car there. Didn't give
He
a fuck.
abandoned the car,
Straight up.
right in the middle of the road.
So that's how the movie starts. But then it's all...
It just keeps getting better.
It's all a downward spiral for the guy. But at the same time, he's liberating himself from all the pressures that society has dumped onto him in his 45 years of existence. Because that's how old he was at the time,
Yeah.
Michael Douglas.
He had to go back living with his mother. His mother didn't know that he had lost his job. She ended up being interrogated by the police because he went on some hijinks. This guy, let's call them hijinks. During
Well,
the
what
course
he
of
was
the
doing
movies.
was, at one point, when he trashed the Korean corner store,
It was to make a point.
no, it was, I'm gonna quote, I'm just fighting for my rights as a consumer
That's right.
because
He was overcharged.
in this Korean store, a 50 cent can of Coke was being sold at
$1, I think.
$1, something like that. And he had a baseball bat with him. This
Yeah.
guy, Michael Douglas, in the movie, and
No, he took it from the
And he
guy.
started-
He stole it. From,
no, he did him a pop quiz. He told him like, "How much is this?" $1, and bashed
Yeah,
it.
but the baseball bat.
20 cents.
He took it from the Korean guy or whoever his nationality was, because the Korean guy was reaching for it.
Yes.
And Michael Douglas grabbed it and used it as a weapon to start trashing his store.
Yes,
It was
exactly.
amazing.
But
Amazing.
it should be done here.
Oh
Sometimes, I
man,
think.
sometimes.
But hey, yeah, overcharging does exist on this rock,
I wish I had those balls, man. Balls of steel.
So that's one scene. That's another one where he's starting to liberate himself from overcharging, bullying from thugs.
Tugs.
Where
and
they tried to steal his briefcase.
He was just sitting down eating a sandwich, right?
Yes.
And these fucking thugs from
And they came over.
from a barrio came and started
Yeah,
fucking
no,
with
no,
him.
you are on our territory and you owe us a toll money.
Toll money.
Toll
That's
money.
right. And he said,
And the guy
"Oh,
said,
I
you want
got your
toll money?
toll money
Okay,
right
it's in the
here."
briefcase.
And he hits him with the briefcase, and then he takes his butterfly knife.
And then he showed it back to them while they're running away because the boat got scared. He said, hey, you forgot the briefcase. But for me, my absolute favorite scene is when he goes to get breakfast
And they tell him
at a fast food joint.
that they can't serve breakfast because it's past 12.
It's past 10:30.
10:30, you're right.
10:30. So it's like till 11.
No, it was like 10:31.
1 minute.
10:31. And he gets completely crazy.
But he gets also more flipped because of the fact that they're all smiling, fake smiles to him. And they say, oh, no, you cannot have anything from the breakfast section. You have to have something from the lunch section. And this guy, Michael Douglas, is saying, like, well, like, why am I talking to you by names? I don't know you. You're not. It's not like you're my cousin or anything like that. He's just rooting out all these artificial
He's a man at the end of
interactions with society.
Yes, right.
You know,
He's getting it all out.
he's getting it all out
After 40
in one
years
day.
of suppressing everything.
In one day, yeah. So that's the beauty of this movie. You know, just fucking taking no shit from nobody.
The movie is an anthem. Anthem for
it's
lost hope.
Yes.
An anthem
So,
for lost hope.
But anyway, so basically he gets pissed off, and he had just stolen a gym bag full of weapons from some gangbangers
Who wanted to kill him.
Some Mexicans.
The same thugs wanted
They tried to
kill
do a
him.
drive-by shooting.
And they failed spectacularly.
They missed completely. They crashed the car. They died. And he took their duffel bag full of weapons, including an Uzi and the rocket launcher. We'll talk about the rocket launcher shortly.
The rocket launcher he took from the Nazi.
All right. You're
From the
right.
Nazi.
You're right. Okay. But in the fast food joint, basically, he gets pissed off and he starts shooting his Uzi around on the roof.
I said, sorry, I didn't mean to. It went
accident.
off.
It's an accident.
Keep eating.
It's an accident.
Keep eating. One woman vomited and then
He's asking the people, like, how's your food?
How's your food?
And she puked. And he looked back at the manager. And
Oh, we
thought,
have a critic here. We have a critic.
Exactly. I need to watch this movie again. It's so good.
Spectacular.
But then they gave him what he wanted.
Yes.
And then he said, like, he's looking at the burger. And he's looking at the photo, you know, the photos that you have of the different food on the menu.
Especially.
And he said, like, well, this is where I get really pissed off. This is what really gets to me. He told them, like, you see that picture over there? It's big, it's juicy, it's plumpy, it's 5 inches thick. Now look at this sorry, squashed little thing in my hand. Can anybody tell me what's wrong with this picture?
That's right.
Anybody?
That's right.
I basically left them. Pissed off. So that's another fantastic scene.
He's right on so many
Yeah,
levels.
because it's false advertising, false,
false
fake
advertising.
marketing, ripping
It's
people off again.
fraud, practically.
Yeah, but it happens
speaking.
all the time.
Yes.
It happens all the time.
Nobody cares because they're used to it.
It's like cattle ready for the slaughter. They take what the fuck they give to them.
Yeah.
That's another move we need to talk about. Fast Food Incorporated.
Yes, I think I saw it, but it was a long time ago. I need
Yeah.
to see it again.
But that's another story again.
Yeah.
So what else? So the bazooka in your hands. This one.
He got involved with the Nazi. Actually, the Nazi protected him from the police because he went to seek refuge in this shop occupied by this Nazi, and the police neo-Nazi, and the police came questioning the Nazi. They told him, "Did you see a man matching this description?" The Nazi said no, and the Nazi thought that he had found an ally, but actually Michael Douglas didn't want to have anything to do with him. So he ended up in an altercation with this guy.
Yeah.
Ended up almost getting killed himself. But then he turned the tables on the Nazi by sticking his butterfly knife in the Nazi's shoulder.
Yeah. Shoulder or neck?
I don't remember. Right. And the Nazi went down like a fish, really, and then he steals all his stuff.
Yeah.
He steals a bazooka from him, which he ends up using spectacularly later on, because they had closed down a whole road, the whole intersection, and without
Again, something very familiar for The Rock.
without any reason, just to justify their budgets. You understand what I'm talking about? They just wanted to make sure that they used up all their budget for the semester, so that they would be given the same amount of money or even more
Yeah. In the following one.
Because if they didn't use it, then they would obviously be reduced. That amount of money would be reduced.
Yeah, that's how it works.
And Michael Douglas realized this. He started talking to a guy slumped on the floor,
Yeah.
doing nothing. And when this guy
They were all chilling out.
then when this guy saw his weapon, his handgun,
No, then
he fessed up. He fessed up to everything. And then he told him, "I'll give you something to worry about.
Exactly.
I'll give you something to fix." He took
Exactly.
out his bazooka and
Blew
blew
up.
the whole street. Blew the whole street up to smithereens.
I mean, so
Spectacular. Just
yeah. But in the end, all he was trying to do was to go back to his ex-wife's home to meet up with his kid because she had her birthday.
He really loved
Party.
his kid, but his ex-wife made his life a whole misery. He just didn't want to have anything to do with him. Divorce is a very ugly thing, and in America it ruins families, particularly
Everywhere.
fathers.
Everywhere.
Man, America it's particularly harsh. It's particularly harsh. I read about it.
Because it's
It
financially brutal.
destroys fathers. It destroys them completely. I'm not saying it's a piece of cake here in Malta either.
No, absolutely.
But I've read books about America and they're so depressing when they talk about divorce.
And you haven't even been there.
Oh man, I don't want to be. I don't want to go there. I don't want to live in America. They destroy you.
But there are people from The Rock who ended up there and they're doing good.
Hopefully,
So,
they end
but,
up with somebody they.
But overall, I mean, yeah. States is the States.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're digressing again.
Yes, we're digressing.
So in the end, anyway, the movie has a little bit of a sad ending, unfortunately. But at least this guy got to take his load off his chest, so to speak.
Yes.
You know, all the frustrations that modern society dumps upon him, he just fucking gave it all back.
It's like an odyssey of hope.
For me, personally, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
So, but yeah, guys, if you have time, please do watch it. We'll try and put in some clips down here. We'll find them on YouTube. Should be okay regarding.
As long as they're short.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they'll be on YouTube already, so there's no problems with the copyright shit and all that.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I think that's it. Let us know if you have any comments, if you watched the movie, or maybe you're going to watch it.
Or if you, God forbid, didn't like it, just
let us know. No problem.
Let us know, no problem.
Okay, guys. So, until the next episode,
May your
bye-bye
God be
for
with
now.
you.
Indeed. Bye.
Bye.